myself a video. Got a massive spot on my head. It's been there for literally weeks now, and it's stressing me out. But just got out of the shower and I'm gonna do a little get ready with me for a little lunch date with my friend. So I'm gonna put on my outfit now that I'm gonna wear. Then I'm gonna do my hair. Then I'll take you. I'll take you with me. I've still got like mascara under my eyes, but also got my nails done the other day. Cute, but let's go do my hair. Okay, so I've just been doing a little bit of tidying up. What's going on here then? I literally look disgusting. Now I'm just gonna start my makeup. I'm not gonna do anything fancy, but we move. I'm actually starving. Like, so hungry, it's ridiculous. Yeah, anyway, that is really rank. Also, I stayed out for the night again, so my makeup's everywhere. Okay, so I always start with my eyebrows. Like if I'm doing like a full face, I always start with my eyebrows. I don't know why, I just always have, but I've said it in previous videos. I have no idea where this eyebrow palette is from. Don't even have the lid to it anymore, it's disgusting. I need to get a new one, but you know, I'm just going with it. I don't do a lot to my eyebrows. I literally just fill them in. Like I don't really change the shape of them. I used to have really bushy eyebrows, like really bushy. They had no shape to them or anything like at all. They were pretty awful. But then I started, a couple of years ago, I started getting them like threaded and waxed. And then I've kind of stopped because they end up being really like not really thin, but quite thin. I didn't really like it, so I wanted to grow them out a bit, and then I've just never gone back. But I don't pluck them or anything now. Like I literally do nothing to them. Like I'm literally probably the most boring girl you'll ever meet. But yeah, I literally do nothing to them now. I used to, when I like stopped having them waxed and threaded and everything, I started plucking them like myself at home, like just to keep them a bit tidier, and so that they didn't like lose the shape that it had given them. But then over time I just stopped, and yeah, I've never really gone back to any of it. Maybe I will one day, because they are getting quite thick again. But I don't really, I just prefer them like this. So literally all I do is, I do normally start with drawing like a really faint line underneath them, and then I just fill them in just by literally how they look. And that's it, like I don't change anything to them. And then once I'm happy with them, which doesn't take me long, I just go in with some concealer underneath, and I've always used the Collection concealer. It's just so good and it's so cheap, and it's just really good. But they do need to start doing more shades in it, because there's literally like hardly any shades. Oh. Hardly any shades, especially for like dark skin tones, which I think is quite bad, but hopefully they'll actually start listening, because everyone's been saying it for so long they need to start doing more shades, and they just haven't. But they really should, because like it is a good concealer, it's so cheap, and like I don't go for any other concealer when I'm in like Superdrug or somewhere, because I've never really owned like a high-end concealer. Like I've always wanted to try like the Tarte one, but never did, because I just can't spend that much money on a concealer when it's going to run out so fast, because they do run out really fast. So I just don't see what the point is in spending like £30 on a concealer for it to last like not even a month. Like, I don't know, just doesn't. Maybe one day I'll try them out and they can be like my going out concealers, but I've just never used anything other than the collection one. So yeah, I just carved them out. Where's my other beauty blender? I just carved them out a little bit, and I just thought I just went in with a little brush to sharpen it up, and then I just go in with a beauty blender to blend it all out so it's all nice and, don't know. And then I like to set that concealer. A lot of people don't like to, but I do. I just use it's called Thanks a Latte in the Violet Voss palette, but sometimes I use just like my normal powder or whatever. And then normally I will literally just put like a bronzer through my lid, but recently I've really been liking, like I've been trying, I'm not the best at doing wings, but like, do you know, like little smudge ones with eyeshadow, so it's really small, it's not like a full-on wing. So I thought I really can't do wings to save my life, like at all. That looks so bad, but just trust the process. So I use I'm using the Violet Voss palette, and I used one called Brownie Points, it's just like a dark brown, and then I'm going to use this one called Transition, which is like this shade. Sometimes I mix them two together, blend it a little bit. Okay, so that's that. I used to be really good at like eyes and doing like loads of different eyeshadow looks, but then I just stopped doing it, and then now I'm just awful. But it'll be fine when I put my mascara and everything on. It looks really dodgy on there, but anyway, the camera might have changed a bit, but anyway. And then I move on to my foundation. I've always used my True Match. It's just good, it just is. But I just use like a little stippling brush and just go for it. I feel like I do need to start being a bit more adventurous with my makeup. I just went through a stage of like, when I was at school I used to play with it. Like I'd come home from school and like at night I'd just sit in my room and try different things and different eyeshadow looks and everything like that. But then I went through a stage of where I just didn't really wear it, and I really wasn't that bothered. But I do still enjoy it. Like I just feel like I need to get back into it a bit more. And I just go back in with my concealer. If you can hear my stool, I don't know what's wrong with it. That's really making me feel sick. Anyway, the powder I use is the Rimmel Match Perfection loose one. I don't leave it to bake just because I don't know, I prefer it like if I just push it in. So I literally just like push it in. I feel like it makes my skin look a bit smoother, a bit more, I don't know. And then I just go back in with the two shades that I kind of blended it out with underneath, only the tiniest bit. Also, I've really gone back into curling my eyelashes. I really don't know why, but I don't have the longest eyelashes at all. But when you curl them, I just feel like at the minute I'm just obsessed with curling. The mascara I used was the Maybelline Push Up Drama one. I've been living off that for years now. It's so full. This chair's really annoying me. My contour and everything. This palette is from the Pound Shop and it actually is sick. Like, it's actually so good. It's called like Max and More Highlight Foundation Contour and Blush. But I've used my NYX palette for years now and it's just completely run out. And this one is just such like a good dupe, and it was £1. And it's actually really good. Like, I'm really enjoying it, and I've been using it for a couple of weeks now, and I expected to kind of hit pan already, but I've not. Look, it's just so light. It's really easy to blend as well, which was surprising. It's just so good. Like, I'm literally obsessed with it. Next is blusher. Been using Primark blushes for years as well now. I really need to just spice things up a little bit more, don't I? And a Primark blusher brush. This one's called Carnival. This is the sad part. I bought this new bronzer. Well, it's not. I've used the same bronzer for years as well. But I bought a new one like last week, and not yesterday, like the day before. I dropped it and it's now like that. It's really heartbreaking and I'm really sad about it, but I use it anyway. Now it's highlighter. I've also used this palette for years. It's the Anastasia Glow Kit. Oh no. This is smashed as well. Yeah, it's just so great. I just really love my life. But I've literally lived off this. It's just so good. Now's the moment that I have to try and search for my lipstick. Same lipstick as always, a GRWM lip liner and a Primark lipstick. One day I will change my routine for you all, but today's not that day. Okay, so that's my makeup done. Like a new person. I'll show you my outfit when it's like when I'm ready to go, and then I'll take you to lunch with me. And yeah, I need to stop. Do we stop like that? So I'm in my car and I've just parked and I completely forgot to show you my outfit. But basically I'm just wearing this like blazer and some blue jeans and a white bodysuit. The blazer's from Primark, bodysuit's from Topshop, jeans from Topshop. So that's my outfit, and I'm just wearing got my bag that I always have. So I'll come back when I'm with Georgia. Okay, so this is a really weird lighting. I completely forgot to show you when I was with Georgia, and then I kind of rushed to work. But this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe. I'll see you.